Google's new cheapest Pixel 10 has been upgraded with more cameras, a faster chip, and some quality software that has brought it out of the shadow of its pricier Pro siblings to set a new standard of what you should expect from a base model flagship phone. The regular Pixel 10 costs £799, Euro 899/$799/$1, $349. The same as last year's Pixel 9, undercutting the 10 Pro by £200 and matching rivals from Samsung and Apple, while offering more for your money. The design is almost identical to the Pixel 9, except for some new bold colors and the all-important new third camera in the pill-shaped lump on the back. The satin aluminum and glass body feels like a quality piece of hardware, and the design certainly stands out in a sea of samey slab phones. The 6.3 in OLED screen is crisp, super bright and smooth with a 120 Hz refresh rate. The fast screen and rapid under-display fingerprint scanner help the Pixel 10 feel very responsive in use. The glass back hides another upgrade: Qi 2 wireless charging and magnetic accessory support. Google is making its own Pixel Snap gadgets, but Qi 2 is an open standard and cross-compatible with the plethora of accessories designed for Apple's excellent MagSafe, including chargers, wallets, handles and stands that just stick to the back of the phone. Specifications: screen 6.3 and 120 Hz FHD plus OLED, 422 ppi, processor, Google Tensor G5, RAM, 12 GB, storage, 128 or 256 GB, operating system Android 16, camera 48 MP plus 13 MP UW plus 10.8 MP 5x tele, 10.5 MP selfie, connectivity 5G eSIM, Wi-Fi 6E, NFC, Bluetooth 6 and GNSS, water resistance IP68, 1.5 M for 30 minutes, dimensions 152.8 x 72.0 x 8.6 mm, weight 204 G. The Pixel 10 takes 90 minutes to fully charge using a 30W or greater power adapter, not included, hitting 50% in just over half an hour. It also supports 15W wireless charging. The new Tensor G5 chip is about 34 to 38% faster than Google's previous top processor in testing, which is quite a leap for the brand, but still falls short of the raw performance of Qualcomm's flagship Snapdragon chip used in rivals. The Pixel feels rapid in operation and will handle most things just fine. The battery life is solid if not class-leading. It manages roughly 2 days of light usage between charges or about 33 hours of heavy use, including 5 hours of 5G out and about with 7 hours actively using the screen. Most people will need to charge it every other day. The Tensor G5 also includes a significantly faster AI processor that runs Google's advanced AI quicker and handles more complex systems on device, making the Pixel a showcase for Google's AI prowess. The Pixel 10 runs the latest Android 16 out of the box and comes with software support until August 2032. Google's take on Android is full of bold colors, big buttons and fun typography with plenty of nice touches and haptic interactions throughout the system. It's a quality experience even if you choose more subtle color combinations. The Pixel is a vehicle for some of Google's most advanced AI systems, running the latest version of Gemini Nano on device, which powers all sorts of AI features including various writing, dictation and image editing tools. A flashy new voice translation system for phone calls can speak to you in a simulacrum of the caller's voice rather than one of the default Gemini voices. But Magic Q is the most advanced new AI feature which runs locally on your phone and aims to be your little assistant running in the background on your device to proactively help you do things faster on your phone. It combines information from your Google account with multiple data sources on your phone to pop up suggestions of useful information when using certain Google apps. For instance, it pulled up my order confirmation emails in a little card in the phone app when I called to check where my delivery was, giving me one-tap access to the order number. Or if someone texts about when your flight is due to land, it shows the time and date pulled from your calendar ready to send them with a single tap. The weather app suggests locations for your upcoming trips from your calendar too. These things don't sound particularly exciting but are a step in the right direction for AI, away from flashy gimmicks to useful little background time savers. Magic Q currently works with Gmail, Maps, Calendar, Keep Notes, Screenshots, Contacts and Messages, with Google Photos and a few other Google apps coming soon. The biggest problem is that it doesn't work in third-party apps yet, so if you use WhatsApp rather than text messages it can't help you. The camera app is fairly simple to use but has plenty of tools and modes to make the best of your photography. The Pixel 10 features a 10.5 megapixel selfie and 3 rear cameras, a 48MP main, 13MP ultra-wide, and a 10.8MP 5x telephoto. It addresses the main complaint about the base model Pixel phones, which have lacked a telephoto cameras. The main and ultra-wide cameras produce excellent images across a range of lighting conditions, doing better than rivals at this price in higher contrast scenes or dimmer indoor lighting. The new 5x telephoto significantly closes the distance to objects, shooting great photos and reaching up to 20x digital zoom if needed. The photos from all 3 cameras show a little grain when viewed at full crop, but most will be very pleased with them. Google is still the best at reliably producing good images without much thought. The new Auto Best Take mode improves on the popular group shot Best Take system by shooting multiple images to automatically blend them together for an image where everyone is looking at the camera. In most photos it won't have to do too much, but the more people and the more complex the situation, the more the AI intervenes. The large pill-shaped camera bump on the back acts as a rest for your fingers and stops the Pixel rocking around on a table. The popular Add Me feature allows the photographer to be added in to larger and more complex group shots, and has been improved to support larger groups of people, more complex backgrounds and images of pets. The camera app also now adds C2PA content credentials to photos that show how the image was captured and whether generative AI was involved. One of the most overtly AI tools is the new Camera Coach feature, which uses Gemini to help you compose and frame a shot for a better picture. Press a small button at the top of the viewfinder, and it sends the current view to Google's servers to analyze and suggest several different possible compositions. Select the one you like the look of, and it guides you through the steps of moving the camera, framing the shot, and taking the photo. In testing, the suggestions were pretty good, so for anyone interested in improving their photography, this could be a low-key way of getting a bit of help. Overall, the Pixel 10 shoots great photos and videos with generally helpful AI additions, particularly with Best Take and Add Me, but it is possible you end up with images of a moment that may never have actually happened. Pixel 10s sold in US lack the nano SIM slot in the top of the phone and must rely entirely on eSIMs. The battery is rated to last in excess of 1,000 full charge cycles with at least 80% of its original capacity. The phone is repairable by Google, third-party shops, or self-repair with manuals and parts available. The Pixel 10 contains 32% recycled materials by weight, including aluminium, cobalt, copper, glass, gold, plastic, rare earth elements, tungsten, and tin. The company breaks down the phone's environmental impact in its report and will recycle old devices for free. The Google Pixel 10 costs from £799, Euro 899/$799/A$1, 349, in a choice of 4 colors. For comparison, the Pixel 10 Pro costs from £999, the Pixel 9a costs £399, the Samsung Galaxy S25 costs £799, and the iPhone 16 costs £799. The Pixel 10 sets a new bar for base model flagship phones, offering a high-quality experience and great camera with a meaningful telephoto zoom that doesn't feel like a poor second cousin to the Pro models. The outside has not changed a lot since last year, but it is an attractive design that stands out in the sea of rather samey phones, at least from the back. It feels snappy in operation even if it doesn't have the fastest chip available, and the battery lasts a decent 1.5 to 2 days between charges. Some of the new AI features actually seem like meaningful improvements, particularly Magic Q, Auto Best Take, and other small bits that run locally in the background while you are doing things. Combined with Gemini, Google is leagues ahead in the era of actually useful AI tools, compared with rivals such as Apple, and it doesn't get in the way of the core smartphone experience. It is not quite the killer bargain of Google's cheaper Pixel 9a, but the Pixel 10 is one of the best phones you can get, and great value nonetheless. Pros: 7 years of software updates, great camera with 5x telephoto, great screen, Magic Q, and impressive local AI features, Qi 2 wireless charging and magnetic accessory support, good battery life, good size, fast fingerprint, and face recognition. Cons: Face unlock option, not as secure as Face ID, raw performance and battery life short of best in class, no physical SIM card slot in the US.